The Lord is risen. Hello, St. Therese Parish. We continue to journey through the Easter season. We've entered into the month of May, and May is also Mental Health Awareness Month. And think about how we speak. I will tell students in school our grammar is important. Our grammar reveals things about ourselves. And the same thing is with our language in general. We can reveal more than we might realize at times. And even sometimes in homilies, I will mention, we pay attention to what Jesus says. We also pay attention to what Jesus does not say. Our words are important. And so let's stop and think about, how do we talk about people who have physical illnesses? Well, if someone has cancer, we don't say, that person is cancerous. We say, that person has cancer. If someone suffers from dementia, we don't say that person is demented. We say that person has dementia. But quite often, when it refers to mental illness, we'll say that person is schizophrenic. That person is bipolar. That person is depressed. So it's not just making a descriptive statement about someone as saying that person has cancer. It's more like, well, that's summing up who the person is. And obviously in our language, sometimes that can be an oversight. But I encourage people just to take a little bit of time and stop and think how we speak about those things. Mental illness is an illness, like physical illness. There can be more of a stigma to that. And with our language, we can actually just increase the sufferings or decrease the ability to heal for people who suffer from mental illness. There is more to who we are than our struggles. And so if someone has Parkinson's disease, we're not going to say, well, if you really try, you can get over it. Or we're not going to say, well, some people have a lot worse off than you do. Or we're not going to say, why don't you just get over it? But sometimes that can happen to people who suffer from some sort of mental challenge or mental illness. But there's more to who we are than the illnesses that we have, either physical or mental. And in our language, we implicitly acknowledge that with physical illness. I would encourage us to make sure we do that with mental illness as well. Think about how we speak. Think about how we speak and the difference that can make. And there's more to who we are than our struggles for all of us. There's more to who we are than our struggles, much more. There's more to who we are than just the illnesses we face, whether they be physical or mental. And we would say ultimately that we see another person as made in the image and likeness of God. We see that person as someone who has been redeemed in Christ, someone who through baptism has been brought into relationship with the Blessed Trinity. And so let us ask for that grace just to pay attention to our language and to make sure that we use it to help build people up in this instance, and actually in all instances of our lives, to help build people up and to not tear them down. Jesus said, I was sick and you visited me. That teaches us to strive to see Christ in those who are in need, to see Christ in those who are sick. And we would say both those who are physically ill and mentally ill. May we have the grace to see and somehow serve Christ in them. A blessed Easter season to everyone, and God bless you all.